The Supreme Court has ruled that former President Donald Trump is entitled to some immunity from federal prosecution for official actions he took while in office. This landmark decision comes at the height of the election season and also extends the delay in the Washington criminal case against Donald Trump on charges he plotted to overturn his 2020 presidential election loss. This ends any prospects that the former president could be tried before the November election. The Supreme Court's decision was 6-3, with the court's liberals in dissent. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the opinion for the majority. He divided a president's conduct into three categories: official acts that are part of their core constitutional powers, other official acts that are outside their exclusive authority, and unofficial acts. Presidents have absolute immunity for the first category, presumptive immunity for the second, and no immunity for the third. The president enjoys no immunity for his unofficial acts, and not everything the president does is official. The president is not above the law, Roberts wrote, but Congress may not criminalize the president's conduct in carrying out the responsibilities of the executive branch under the Constitution. This decision tosses out a ruling from the Federal Appeals Court in Washington that concluded Trump is not entitled to broad immunity from criminal charges stemming from an alleged scheme to hold onto power after the 2020 election. The justices sent the dispute back to the district court for further proceedings and gave the court guidance about how to move forward. Justice Amy Coney Barrett expressed frustration with how the court was sending the case back down for more proceedings. "I would have framed the underlying legal issues differently," Barrett wrote. She suggested that because Trump's challenge to the indictment had failed, at least some of the case could go forward. She added that she took issue with how the court had ruled that evidence from Trump's official acts should be excluded from the trial, writing that there was no reason to depart from the familiar and time-tested procedure that would allow for such evidence to be included. Justice Sonia Sotomayor issued a lengthy and strongly worded dissent in which she criticized the court for its decision. Sotomayor wrote, "Today's decision to grant former presidents criminal immunity reshapes the institution of the presidency. It makes a mockery of the principle foundational to our Constitution and system of government, and no man is above the law. With fear for our democracy, I dissent," Sotomayor concluded. The decision was welcomed by Trump, who called it a big win for our Constitution and democracy on Truth Social.